Welcome to Summer's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn."
Hey guys, it's I, Demasius Pendejo, just signing on, and I actually wanted to talk about something kind of important. So, I queued into this game, and I don't know any of these people.
Come on, I'm not
But
even holding the controller.
the last 3 games I played, the top laner didn't do very well, so she just rage quit. In the previous game I was playing before this one, and this game. We had 3 laners, the top laner, the bottom laner, and the jungler. They didn't do very good this game, so they kept on trying to surrender because the other team had such a huge lead. And I've learned, like, sometimes it's necessary to quit a game just because you don't want to waste your time, and I get it. But there's stipulations to that. You can have a bad game. Like 2 or 3 players on your team can have a bad game, but if 2 of them are leading, 3 of them are leading by a great lead, then why quit? Why surrender? And the reason why I say this is because like this game, we're playing, we're winning. Well, at least me and my support, we're just dominating the bot lane, and I'm keeping my distancing. I'm aware of my positioning. I'm staying behind my minions. I'm not taking unnecessary risks, and I'm playing smart. I'm thinking smart. I'm playing tactically. I'm using skill, and I noticed that. And I'm like, see the way I positioned, like he could have gotten a kill from my support. I put myself in between me and them because I don't want my support to get killed, right? I think about those things. And sometimes you can get away with it. I know that they just used all their abilities to try to target my support, so I knew positioning myself between them, I could create a lot of damage, and they had to wait for their timers, and they'd get scared and they'd back off. Because, you know, I do the same thing, you know, it's like, if there's 0 visibility for you in a conflict, then there's going to be 0 visibility for them in a conflict. And if you're waiting on timers, they're waiting on timers. And so you got to think, like, when they start using their abilities, you should back off, right? And then once they're done using their abilities, you can use your abilities, right? Like, I saved my mana, I waited, and there you go, you know, like, I played it smart, and the whole time I was just focusing on, okay, what's next? What's next? What can I do? I'm not that great of a CSer with Quinn, it's no secret, but I can make up for that doing other things. And like, I personally believe that the bot lane, it's a duel for a reason, and you gotta really communicate with your. I know it's hard because your support will take off. Like you see, my support, she keeps on trying to go into the jungle. Highly unrecommended. I do not like that. I hate when the support just takes off into the jungle, and the reason why is because, like, when you take off into the jungle like that without notifying your teammate, you put your ADC in a position where it's potentially 2 versus 1, and it doesn't matter if they have a 3-lead kill or a 3-lead winning streak. like that could really hurt them. Like you could really hurt your ADC. She's squishy and she has to fight utility and another champion at the same time. And so, like here I am again. I have the same disciplines. Like that's one thing with Quinn. I know what damage she can take. I know which damage she can't take, and I know that those guys are farmed. So I'm always sending little messages to my support, telling them, okay, we're gonna reset right now. Let's take Dragon as soon as it drops, as long as the jungler is there. You know, all those little things, they matter. And here, like, I want to make sure that we don't lose our advantage. So, warding, stuff like that. She's gonna take off and she's gonna go into jungle. I already know that. Like that I've come to accept. But when the ADC and the support are pushing on your tower, that's not an appropriate time for you to roam through the jungle. And that is a big deal. Like, look, you got both of these guys in the jungle. And another bad discipline she had is that, like, look, it took her that long to get back into lane. That is really bad. You should never take that long. As soon as you're respawning, you should already have your...
eyes in the sky.
Like, I think it's P. You press P and it brings up your store, and you can immediately get it and go back. So here, I see that the jungler has killed our jungle many times, and he's targeting them. So what I did was I just wasted their time. Hopefully, I was trying to get a kill off that, but I'm not going to chase any further than that. I'm going to go back to lane because I have things I have to do, right? So here I am. I helped out my jungler from dying, and I wasted that jungler's time. So even though I'm giving the bot lane advantage, and another thing with this support is she should have went with me. Like, in all reality, she should have went with me. If she would have went with me, those guys would have followed. We would have killed Volibear, and then we would have killed them. And we would have been in a better position. So those little things, her staying behind, they go, oh, it's 2 versus 1, and she's more vulnerable than Quinn. So, like, immediately they decided to stay in because they want to get that advantage, right? And so those little things you think you're doing that think, oh, wow, I'm helping, and it really doesn't. Like, that's what gets your teammates killed. And, like right there, I died, right? That support had no clue how to play that champion. If you're gonna play a champion, you need to practice with it before you go and join into a game. Because she really didn't understand the mechanics of that champion, and that champion is really hard to play as a support. You don't see that champion as a support very often. And when you play a champion that you don't know how to play, I'm more lenient with it because Quinn is not a good ADC, I'll admit that. But I've played her so long with in an ADC lane that I'm so comfortable with her. And it's easy for me to be an ADC Quinn. And, like, here we go again. Like, what is she gonna do with 1/3 of her health in lane? Like, I tried to explain to her, why stay in lane? Like, you're only gonna make it harder for us in the long run. So now it's gonna be 2 versus 1, and she didn't back, which made it worse. And it's just all these little things that she's doing are just huge mistakes. You know, like, she needs to back, she needs to reset. She's not going to, because she's stubborn, she doesn't know how to play. And, like, just that standing around and not doing anything, that really holds your team back. So now I gotta wait, and I'm right now here, I'm just explaining to her, hey, every time you back without your laner, you put them in a 2 versus 1 position, and you lose them the lane. Like, that is a big deal, you know? There, I'm behind turret. I got grabbed still, so it's... I can't let them just assault my turret, I have to stop it, you know? I don't want to lose my turret. And then here goes Kale again. She is going into the jungle in a 2v1 in lane, stopping me from farming. This is a really bad thing she is doing. This is bad disciplines as a support. Some supports, they know one thing about the game and they're so obnoxious about, oh, I'm a support, I have the right to roam. No, you don't. You do not. You have the right to roam if there's an opportunity to do so. When it's 2 versus 1 and they're pushing on turret, that's not the good opportunity to do so. So it's like, what do you do when you... I've just learned to just be able to play by myself, like, and not trust my support, because my supports tend to be just horrible. And it's just, like, take lots of damage, and I have to, like, always figure out ways to just win on my own. Alright, here comes volley. There's nothing I can do about that. He is overpowered right now. As you see, I'm shooting everything at him and it's doing nothing. So, positioning this assassin, I'm going to let him go in doing the attack. Quinn is an assassin as well, and right now Quinn is fed. She's completely overpowered. He's taking my farm. He comes into my lane, takes my farm, and he's wondering why he's so behind. You know, he has an entire jungle to farm, and he's not doing it.
Need eyes on him.
Those little things people do, those little bad habits are the reason why they're not doing good in lane. You know, those little things, all those little things matter. You know, taking your own team's CS is horrible. You're a jungler. You could take the enemy's CS. You could take... She has so much of a chance to CS. And I'm telling her, hey, stay by turret. Do not go over there, balls deep, and try to stop those two by yourself. You're a support. Does she listen? No, she keeps doing it. Because that's what new people or ignorant people do. They try their best to, like... It's just frustrating. It's just frustrating when I see this kind of stuff. Because this is the behavior that gets people to lose games. That made no sense. Why did he do that? Why did he do that? Like that... Like, my jaw is completely dropped. Like, that was insane. And thank you for CSing. Taking my kill there. That was completely uncalled for. And... trying to outplay 2 people and a fed jungler is not a good idea. Poppy did alright. Poppy was doing okay. But Poppy was really angry because she saw the mid laner and jungler just feeding. And you look over, for some reason our support is in the jungle wandering around when she knows she's supposed to be in lane. I'm somehow managing to get my kills on my own, 2 versus 1. I don't care about your stupid thumbs up. I want you to be in lane and do your freaking job. Like... Will he get him? No, he doesn't learn his lesson. He pushes too far and he dies. Okay. Like, these little things, these bad... Oh, watch this. This is funny. You think you're gonna back, huh? Let's just see what led up to that. So, I'm gonna replay this back here, okay? I killed Ezreal right here. He backs off. He's severely damaged. I back off. I transform. No. I transform. I come over here and I kill him. Oh, this made me so happy. See, I hit my W right here so that I could see if he was in this bush or this bush. And then that way I had a quick chance to get him. And then back to lane because KO doesn't know what she's doing. And no, that was my favorite kill of the whole. Like, that right there made the whole game worth it. Like, let's see. Meanwhile, Poppy has received no ganks and is getting ganked. Oh, that sucks. She misplayed. Oh, poor boy. Nice, Poppy. That should have been your kill. I don't care what he says. Good, Poppy. I'm gonna add her. She wasn't that bad. But the rest of these nutcrackers, like... another kill for me. Just to like realize like, where am I? I'm 6-1 right now. And right there, Jin should have backed off. And now he should be backing off, and he's not going to. Red team double kill. You see that? So you gotta deal with people like this. Like, this is a threat. So I'm gonna go and deal with her, I believe. Yeah, I have to. I have to deal with that. I have to show him, like, hey. Does Kale help me? Not really. But I had to do this. I had to let him die. Like, I had to make sure he died because I needed to get that. The problem was I died too. It's just so frustrating when you have a team that is just completely incompetent. Like, when you're doing good, your team, like, I hate when I'm with people who do not know how to play. It is so frustrating. And they'll slander you. I'm only losing because you took all the kills. Well, I'm an ADC. I'm supposed to take the kills. Like, and I got all my kills in lane. I had to come and save you guys over and over and over and over again. So right here, they started surrendering. And I was like so far ahead. So far ahead. I'm 7-2. I'm so far ahead, I'm not surrendering. And so me, here, I was the only one that didn't surrender because the rest of them were feeding or realized that, hey, this is a bad game. Quinn is the only one with wins, and most of them are... And he dies again. Like, makes no sense. What are you doing? Like, that is insane. I feel really bad for this Poppy. This Poppy got bullied because this jungler had no clue what he was doing.
See up there.
And he's dead. Knowing where to back. So what he just did is he just backs wherever he wants, and I have to constantly tell my teammates, don't back right there. And while I'm typing it, they die. And it's very frustrating. I will take advantage of that every single time. If you back in a stupid place, I'm gonna freaking kill you because you are retarded. And you deserve to die a lot. Alright, like, this is just, like, she has been struggling 2 versus 1, and it's not really my job to be in the top lane until after 14 minutes. I'm supposed to go from bottom lane to mid lane, and so at this point, I can't do my job in the bot lane anymore. I have to babysit everybody and pay attention to the win conditions. Because the jungler's not doing his job. He won't get dragon unless he has like 30 people with him. And he hasn't gotten Rift Herald once. It's frustrating. It is so frustrating when you play with people like this. What is he doing? He knows he's behind and he ganks anyway. It makes no sense. It's a numbers game. It is literally a numbers game, okay? Think of it like power and resistors, right? If, like, each champion is like a current, and the bigger the current, the more power is going to be pumped through that resistor, right? And so, if their offense is stronger, their current is stronger than your resistor, your defense, they're just going to go straight through you and destroy you. And that's exactly what's happening here is these guys didn't pay attention to the basics of the game. He's dead again. Who does that? Who dives in 3 versus 1 when they're way behind? Granted, yeah, you can get away with that every once in a while, but when you're behind, that's not when to do it. It blows my mind. They're doing, I can't be everywhere. Even though I am a pretty badass Quinn, and I just killed their main. Oh, watch this. I think I get a triple here. No, she takes that kill. God, well, I'm not too mad about when people take kills because I understand they need to get powerful too. I'm the only powerful person, and when you look at the numbers, at this point, they all need kills because they're all way behind, and I can't be the only one leading. I'm 11-2 we have a 1 of 6, a 3 and 9. Oh, Poppy's 3 and 0. She didn't die once. I should have given her more honors. And here I am playing jungle. Why? Oh, they surrendered. But yeah, so, oh, and then right here, my team, because they inted so many times, they're not paying attention to anything. Not even the fact that we were winning. They didn't even pay attention to the fact we were winning. And because they lost and they died so many freaking times, they kept queuing in to surrender because they were obnoxious ass little spoiled fucking kids. And like literally, it was a 3-2 surrender vote that I was queued in for, and I didn't vote on it because I was hoping that they would surrender first. The other team, I whooped their ass so fucking bad that they ended up surrendering first before my team could surrender. It was so fucking frustrating. This is why I hate millennials. They are such little whiny little quitters. If something doesn't go their way, they try to drop games and fucking back out and fucking cry, put high heels on and lipstick and choke themselves in their damn beds. This is why I don't quit in these fucking games. You're playing a game. If you're gonna quit something you love, then you're gonna quit everything you do in life. Because you're a fucking loser and a fucking quitter. Alright? This was so fucking frustrating when I have to deal with little kids like this. Little damn fucking kids. God, man. I can't believe it. Like, so fucking selfish and narcissistic, man. Ugh. Anyway, yeah, so this is Damashes Pendejo signing off. I whooped this team's fucking ass, and this is how you play League of Legends.